Alexander Usyk wins by the smallest of margins, but should it have been a KO? So we're going to take a look at the ninth round. Okay, we're going to be taking a look. Boom, catches him hard, two good shots. Now, immediately, I want you to take a look at the round timer. Okay, we got 29 seconds in the fight. We're going to go ahead and put it playback. We're going to put it a little bit speed, a little bit faster. Okay, and we're not here to, watch the whole fight, but he's gonna hit him a couple of times, some good shots. Ugh. Now, some hard shots. He hasn't gone down yet. Should it be stopped yet? Caught him a good time, right? Pushing him off the line. Here we go. Miss. Okay. Now, 10 seconds have gone by. He's taken some good shots. He's all the way across the ropes. Is he playing rope-a-dope or is he on the ropes? Did he bump into the ropes because he couldn't stand? Should this be stopped? And should this be a knockdown? If the ropes hold you up, right? Now, so this is our first kind of dilemma, right? Is that the place that we're in? Missing. Okay, touch him a little bit here, touch him a little bit here, reeling. Did he just move into the ropes? Should the fight be stopped yet? No? Yes? No? No. If he's moving into the ropes and the ropes are all that are holding him up, he should be getting an 8 count. Okay? Now reeling, here he is against the ropes again. Missed the shot, landed a really good shot. Almost dropped him, sends him in the ropes. 12 seconds left. At what point? Should he be stopped? Should he be, right? Because the fight shouldn't be stopped and over at this point. It should be him giving a standing 8 count for being against the ropes, right? For the ropes holding him up. Now he's going to kind of reel off the ropes here. He does kind of not take another shot, but again, just going back a second here, 11 seconds left in the round, okay? There's 11 seconds left. He's going to reel into the ropes. Yikes. He's going to reel into the ropes here, right? But once he gets up, okay, doesn't get the shot up. He didn't even go all the way down. He's up. He's ready to fight. Okay? I don't think that the fight should have been stopped. The round is over, right? There was 10 seconds left. He's going to be down for all 10 seconds of the round, right? He's not down. He's on his feet. Is he going to survive the round when the round is over? He's ready. It's not like there was any extra time. It's not like there was anything given to him or anything. The round is over as soon as he's done. So I don't think it should have been a TKO myself, or a KO for Usyk. I think that Tyson Fury survived. However, I do think that the referee probably should have called it a standing 8 count or the ropes or knockdown a little bit earlier. Maybe the second time that he reeled into the ropes. Just before the last one, like at the bare minimum, this one, right after he kind of cracked him with that shot there. But to be honest, it was a pretty great fight. I thought that it was pretty close. I didn't exactly score it. Someone said that Usyk won the first 3 rounds, and we're going to get a little bit into the boxing talk, and we're going to actually talk a little bit about. I've got a couple of clips I can share too. But early, if we take a look, and if you guys want to take a look at my shorts, I have shorts that kind of talk about the entire flow of the fight. But Usyk's going to get on the line with this kind of checking the line here with this kind of level change feint, penduluming in, right, giving him these hard feints, and he's trying to see if he can go down and up into a punch like that. And Usyk was very, very, very quick early in the fight, very, very quick with that. However, when Usyk would have to do this, he would kind of tell on himself. And as the fight went on, Tyson Fury started to kind of read it and stuff. But Usyk had a couple of other good moves here. He's going to control the lead hand here. And then now he's not going to touch the lead hand. He's going to go down instead. And then now he's going to go down as the lead hand comes. And he's going to fire into this 1-2 here. But kind of tricking Fury into throwing that or playing that lead hand control game with him. Some pretty clever stuff. Feinting again, getting real close. And again, very, very predictable motion into this move. And then, eventually he was able to kind of turn it into the same kind of timing. Boom, boom, boom. And then throw that shot upstairs instead of downstairs. Now, Fury did do a decent job of actually learning how to pick that move off. Um, which one do we want to take a look at? I think we want to take a look at this one here. Yeah. So he's going to get into that rhythm, and it immediately on the second round starts pushing Tyson off the line. Tyson starts controlling the line here. Boom, boom, controlling. And now he's going to jump into that timing here, telling him again, oh, here I come. Here I come next time I get there. And Tyson Fury starts countering him and kind of looking to attack him and kind of push him off that line, not allow him to kind of get onto his line with those moves, right? Trying to start timing him when he gets on there, throwing combinations. And Tyson Fury did a pretty decent job later in the middle rounds trying to land some of these shots. Boom. But starting to take away that pendulum from him. Controlling him. Boom, coming around with a hook here, controlling him here on the outside, and then here actually hurting him in the sixth round with a really good uppercut. And again, Usyk had so many so few other opportunities or options to get on the line. Now it was like a pretty damn good fight. I think that Usyk dominated the middle rounds, but somebody said that it was Usyk won rounds 1, 2, and 3, and I had Fury basically winning 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 basically uncontested. I thought that those rounds were not close. But I actually, for whatever reason, I don't think I scored it right, but I remembered giving round 3 to Fury, but it could have been an Usyk round. But I also gave the round 10 to Fury as well. However, I gave rounds 11 and 12 to Usyk, which means that I gave 6 rounds apiece, and then the only deciding factor is that Fury got dropped. He went down. But it kind of actually let's go ahead and take a look at like one more little thing, some more stuff that I thought was like kind of cool in the fight. No, don't do that, please. But at some point, Usyk did a good job of fighting off of Tyson Fury's jab. Tyson Fury was doing a pretty decent job of sticking that jab and sneaking it in on Usyk, doing a pretty decent job hiding it, boom, boom, landing double shots. But notice here he controls him here, and then Usyk started getting like a little bit brave. Here's the jab, and then looking to feint him after getting controlled by that jab. And that jab was doing some work in those middle rounds, but notice round 7, that control comes out, and Usyk finally getting around it, making his way around, finding another body shot, making it around Tyson Fury. Now again, getting real close to him. That jab comes out, that one that was kind of alienating Usyk from his front foot, countering him. Really, really good shot right there. And then another really good shot right here. He's going to counter him again. Boom, over the top and then under to the body here. Some really, really cool stuff. Now, I don't think that the fight should have been stopped. I don't think that, I think that he should have been given an standing or an 8 count for going down because he stumbled into the ropes. And now, that brings me to like one of the more and the most interesting things, because Usyk maybe won the first 3 rounds. Then Tyson Fury went on a clinic and won rounds 4 through 8, dominated him, was beating him up. And then in the 9th round, he goes down. What a turn. How often do you have fights that are like, oh, so clearly winning the first few rounds, so clearly winning the middle rounds, then he goes down and he drops them. What a comeback. And then the 10th round, there's a comeback. And then the 11th and the 12th round, Usyk wins. Landslide. Dominated those 2 rounds. Tyson Fury comes out and says, I thought I was winning. Why didn't nobody tell me I was losing? Right? Who was in his corner? Like Terrence Crawford, saying, hey man, they got Sean Porter up. And then Crawford goes out there and smashes him. Even though I heard some people saying it wasn't true that Crawford or Porter wasn't up on the cards. I've never even seen the cards, to be honest, I don't think. But this is the case. This is one of the best fights of the year. This is one of the best fights I've ever seen. This fight was so good. This is very likely the best heavyweight fight I've ever seen. And if we would have had open scoring, are you telling me that it would have been better that this fight could have possibly been better, that we as fans could have been treated to Tyson Fury going out there and laying it all on the line, trying to knock out Alexander Usyk. Do you guys remember how insane Wilder versus Fury 1 was? When Fury went down in the round 12 and then he got up and said, "Okay, I guess I got dropped. I got to go out there and beat on this man." And he stole the 12th in spite of getting dropped. Arguably won the round after getting knocked down. And if we would have had open scoring, we could have had something similar. We could have had an even greater fight. Again, you've got like, you know, people from the old school, the old style, the old era, right? The fake era of boxing, the Mayweather era, where, the fake Philly shell, um, pulling straight back and then ducking below the waist and then holding was a key strategy in making sure that an opponent who was bigger or stronger or a better fighter or could feint or probe or could pendulum on your line or could set their punches up just couldn't fight you. Because as soon as they started controlling you, you just ducked below the waist and grabbed them. So people who thought that that was going to be a dominant style forever, saying that open scoring is only going to make that stuff worse, well, unless you make that stuff illegal, like it is, right? But notice how little grabbing there was. I do want to say Tyson Fury waited until around the third round. He started getting a little bit of timing and started holding, and then started finding some more punches. So there is a very strong case for Usyk winning the third round, because I do specifically remember the third round being when Tyson Fury first started clinching and holding. But it wasn't super egregious in this fight. It wasn't super bad. Um, but simply enforcing the rules. We had this amazing fight that we got to witness today from two amazing competitors. You know, an incredible fight, and it could have been better. It could have been better if Tyson Fury knew he wasn't winning. And there's no reason for him not to know. Like, every single time someone scores in basketball, the score changes, right? Now, round 1, right? If you're looking at round 12 in a fight, right? And you're like, "Oh wow, it's round 12. Why haven't they submitted even round 1 score?" Right? Well, that round was scored literally 30 minutes ago. There's no reason the people shouldn't know who won round 1 30 minutes later. You can't change it anymore, right? It should be submitted. It should be locked in. Round 2, round 3. You can't change it. You can't rescore round 5 because you gave this guy round 6 and this one was close, so you gave them each a close round. No. The guy who won the round, and everyone should know. When someone turns in a bad scorecard, right? We should know what the scores are 30 seconds. It's one number, for God's sakes. One number 3 times, right? But we should know. And when a judge turns in a bad scorecard, this should be read up on the jumbotron. Everybody's scorecard, every round. This judge scored it this one. This judge scored it this one. This one scored it this one. And then everyone should be able to boo that fuck. Not saying that there were any bad scorecards. To be honest, this fight was so close. Um, it probably does deserve some really, really intense scoring in some rounds. Um, but yeah, it was a great fight. I really didn't think that Usyk was gonna have you know, he's gonna have that dog in him. He came out really trying to win, and he was down, and he kept trying, he kept figuring out, looking for a way. Um, it was a really, really good performance. It was a great performance, a master performance. Being able to bridge the gap between someone who's listed as 6 inches taller than you, with an unlimited weight advantage. Winds up not being like, it's still pretty significant, but he was like what, 230 versus the guy who was what, 240 something, 250. This is like, percentage wise, it's not that much. Was he 260? Maybe he was 260. But 20 pounds at heavyweight, and he's fat still. Tyson fatty. He's still not super fit. Still not super strong. He could be better. Tyson Fury could still be better. You know, hit me up, Tyson Fury. I'll teach you. Um, but if you guys are interested and you guys want to learn how to fight, you guys want to learn punching power from a professional boxing coach, professional mixed martial arts striking coach, check out the Fouts Boxing Combat System in the link below. I will teach you how punching power works. 100%. I will teach you how to throw your hardest punch and then teach you how to improve it. And however long you want to work on it will determine how good you get at it. But this is how punching power works. So if you want to learn how to punch hard, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, I will teach you how to punch like those guys. So anyway, um, yeah, it was a pretty good fight. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I think that the rematch would be great. I think the rematch would be insane. But should Usyk just retire? Should Usyk retire as maybe the greatest fighter of all time? I don't know. I'm not sure that there's that much. Obviously, like monetarily, there's a massive amount of money for him, right? He has all the titles now. To be honest, like if he really wants to make an impact, I'm not saying like I know he has Ukraine responsibilities, and I could never imagine what that's like, all that stuff, but he has all the titles. If he could beat Fury again, which I didn't think he was going to win the first one, um, man, I have a hard time picking him in the second one too, because Tyson Fury did a pretty damn good job in a lot of spots. Um, um, but he could go down a legend if he retires now. Arguably he could argue greatest fighter ever. He could argue that. Um, but if he beat Tyson Fury again, I don't really see very many people um, in the division that could really compete with him. I think this was his biggest challenge. Um, and there's some younger guys that are coming up, and we'll have to see what they can do. Um, but it could be a huge opportunity if he got past the roadblock of Tyson Fury to have like 3, 4, 5 title defenses, as undisputed. Um, imagine him fighting Deontay Wilder, right? Granted, we know he's gonna win, right? But damn, Usyk's got Deontay Wilder on his resume. Maybe he gets Joseph Parker on his resume. There's like all these like I don't want to say easy fights, you know, but very very winnable fights. You know, Obviously the competition is going to be really tough. He's not the biggest heavyweight, but he's the best. He's the best. Nobody Alexander Usyk's size has a shot at beating him at all. Um, but um, but yeah, he's got a little bit of a dilemma. A little bit of a dilemma in determining what he wants to do with his fame, you know, his incredible moment, his incredible platform that he has now. That to be honest, like he should have had more when he beat Joshua. Joshua, that was like obviously these are both huge fights and big, huge, massive victories, but I don't know. I don't know. I still would pick Tyson Fury in a rematch. But yeah, I'm really happy that Usyk won. I'm really happy that Usyk won. Yeah, I'm really happy for him. We're gonna be watching the full fight on Film Study. If you guys want to watch my Film Study shorts, check them out on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Fouts Boxing Combat System. And if you guys are interested in learning boxing, attending a boxing school, stay tuned for the Fouts Boxing Academy coming soon.